When we look into our television, at times we see people sitting in an enclosed circular area and they're fighting with each other. We're like, what is happening over here? That is where we come with the word civics. Um, History and civics both are very boring for people. History because we have to learn a lot of years and everything, and civics because we don't understand what is being said or done. So I want to make it very easy for you to understand why everything is happening and what is needed to be learned or how things can be made easy. First, we'll be going to the answers of the last video, which was of geography. So these are the answers of the first four. The first one is dendritic or radial. Second one, 687 is the highest, and a few of the others I have mentioned. Like I had asked which was the highest peak, and if you could mention others. So the others. Then the fourth grade and the sixth grade. Now to explain what it is, and here I had asked the Kshatriyan temple. So I taught you how to identify a Kshetri or Chhatri and a temple. So the Kshetri, I have encircled it. You can understand the one at the left side, that's Kshetri. The 4th grade and 6th grade reference I have mentioned. And for the temple, I have already done like on the right side. Okay, now let's dive into Parliament of India. Um, our Prime Minister is whom? Narendra Modi ji, right? PM Narendra Modi. So he is part of what? Parliament of India, right? Now we know President of India, and what's the name of President of India? I want to know that answer. Let's see how many of you all can correctly answer that. So after that we have Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is what? House of the People, the lower house. Rajya Sabha is what? The Council of States or the upper house. Now, detailed thing of President of India we'll be discussing on later. It's there in the later chapters, so we'll discuss later. And now let's dive into what's Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, or how are they different from each other. Okay, so now for a parliament, the two sabhas which are there, the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now, Lok Sabha is also known as the House of the People, and Rajya Sabha is known as the Council of States. Now, we'll be discussing about the difference in name under the method of election because it will explain you why the names are different. First, we'll see the composition. Now, the maximum number of members a Lok Sabha can have are 550 members. So, the 550 members which are there, out of which 530 will be what? The members who are elected from the states. There'll be 20 from the union territory. Now, what's the difference between state and union territory? I don't want to explain very much in details about them, but states are what they are bigger in size and the number of people living over there are also more. And in union territories, the area which is there, it's very small and the number of people living there are very less. Now, if you're speaking about the number of less people, the best example would be Andaman Nicobar. Andaman Nicobar is what? A series of islands. And out of them, a very few of them are habitable and maximum are inhabitable. So the inhabitable places, we are not considering them. So the area is becoming smaller. And so if we are considering it, the number of people will be very few. And for the states, example would be Bihar, Uttar Pradesh. They are what very big in size, right? Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Nagaland. Compared to that of the union territories, these are what bigger in size and the number of people living will also be more. There was supposed to be two Anglo-Indians. They were nominated. Earlier it was 552 members, so the two used to be Anglo Indians. Right now we have 550 members. So we have abolished the provision of the two Anglo Indians. Of course, India has been free from that of the British government for over 75 years. So we don't want to give privilege to that of the Anglo Indians anymore. Right now, the present strength of our Lok Sabha is not 550, it's 543. There are seven which are missing. Okay, now for Rajya Sabha, the maximum number of members will be 250, out of which 238 are done what? Elected by that of the states and union territories, and 12 will be nominated by the President of India. About the election, how it's done, we'll speak about it later, but the 12 nominations which are done, the nominations are not done casually, like whomever the president wants can like allow. We have to see the person as a whole. The person has to be good in nature, and also with that, the person has to be expert in the field, whatever they are doing. It can be from that of sports, art, culture, literature, science, also social services. I'll give you a very good example, and that's Sachin Tendulkar. He has a very big name in the world of cricket, and we have seen him as a member of Rajya Sabha, and he was nominated by the president. He did not come from the indirect elections. He was nominated directly by the president of India because he had a caliber. He was very good in the work he had done, and also he was reputed in the work he had done. Presently, the strength is 245. There are five people that are missing from that of our Rajya Sabha. We need more five people. Now for the method of election. As I was saying, see, Lok Sabha, Logo ka Sabha, the house of the people. People are electing them directly. The votes which are given are generally given by someone who is 18 and above in age, and that is where the universal adult franchise comes. The Indian citizen who is 18 and above can only go and vote. There is no maximum. A person who is in his 70s, 80s, 90s, they can also vote. So it is a direct election. We elect them directly. As for Rajya Sabha, it's an indirect election. Over here, the election are not done by us, but by the elected members of State Legislative Assembly. Now, for the State Legislative Assembly, I'll give you a very easy example that is we'll be hearing in news. We had Bengal elections, Tamil Nadu elections. They were very much in news, right? So we were doing what? We were choosing the members who will be representing us in the state, like in the state of West Bengal or in the state of Tamil Nadu. Those members whom we have elected, they will be doing what? They'll be giving votes to whom to select the members of Rajya Sabha. Now, that is done under proportional representation or single transferable vote. It's a very tedious process to understand. For a shorter version, I'll be saying you like consider there are three people like ABC, they are contesting for elections. Now, there'll be a lot of people over there who will be like, we want to like give the preference. It is done under preferences. Like you have to put first preference, second preference, third preference, and then it will be counted like a person who is in first preference is there in second and third preference of how many, and the second preference will be in first and third. Like it's a very tedious and very lengthy process. it's not necessary for you to understand, but yes, you have to remember the names. That's proportional representation or the single transferable vote. That is how we do the elections of the members of Rajya Sabha. The Council of States. So, why the Council of States? The people of the states are giving the vote, they are being indirectly elected. So, it's the Council of States. Now, if we speak about the qualifications, first qualification which is necessary for both, that is they have to be citizen of India. Of course, Trump cannot come to India and say I'll be contesting for Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. He is not a citizen of India. So the same way, only in India, an Indian citizen can like qualify to become a member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. The person also has to have qualifications as prescribed by the parliament. Now, under that, it comes a lot of qualifications which the parliament gives. It can change as per every year. The third similarity of qualification which is there for the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is the person must not hold an office of profit under the government of India. I'll give you the best explanation of this, and that is the person cannot hold any office from which it gets money from that of the government of India. A person cannot be like a navy, army, air force. Nor can the person can be in armed forces like CISF, CRPF, BSF, ITBP. They can also not hold uh, official rank of police under any of the states, like under Bihar police, Delhi police, West Bengal police, Tamil Nadu police. They cannot be any of them. Nor can they be any ministerial staff that is under the ministry. If they should not work under any of the ministry, they cannot be under Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Economics, Commerce, anything, nothing. They cannot get money from that of government of India, nor that from the states. There is one more which is not mentioned here, which is very important. That is, the person uh, should not have been in jail for more than a year, nor can they be contesting from the jail, nor can a person who is mad can contest as to become a member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. The person can also not be in debt, but over here the biggest difference is for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The person has to be at least 25 years to become a member of Lok Sabha, and for Rajya Sabha, a person has to be at least 30 years. So someone who is below 25 years cannot be like, I want to become a person, elected member of Lok Sabha. Nor can a person below 30 years can say, I want to become a member of Rajya Sabha. So they at least have to be of 25 years to become a member of Lok Sabha and 30 years to become a member of Rajya Sabha. Now for the term is what? The time which they will be holding their position. For Lok Sabha, it is 5 years. Now, the 5 years which is there, after every 5 years, we hear like there's an election to vote for the Lok Sabha. We get a new prime minister after every Lok Sabha election. Uh, for example, right now, a current prime minister is whom? Shri Narendra Damodar Modi. He was elected after what? After the Lok Sabha. Only time when the parliament can dissolve Lok Sabha is during national emergency. It is the only time, and that can only be extended by 1 year only at a time. So the term is what? For 5 years, but what? It can be dissolved. And for Rajya Sabha, it is what? It's for 6 years a person can hold an office, but it is a permanent office. It can never be dissolved. So each member has a term of 6 years. We'll not be saying the Rajya Sabha has a term of 6 years. No. We'll be saying each member has a term of 6 years. Now, why is it different? Because one third member retires every 2 years. So, like, uh, few will be retiring now, and after 2 years, we'll be seeing few retiring, and after that 2 years, we'll be seeing a few retiring. So, after every 6 years, the indirect elections happen, and we get, after every 2 years, the indirect election happens to get one third members. So it's a tenure of 6 years. It's a permanent house, can never be dissolved. One third of the members will be retiring after every 2 years. Will not be seeing the same person for over 6 years until unless they are re-elected. But the tenure is what of 6 years. The very important thing, speaker. Speaker is who is sitting on top and is listening to everyone and is doing the necessary actions needed for the house to be in term. Now, if we speak of the speaker, speaker of the Lok Sabha will always be a member of Lok Sabha. We cannot have a member of Rajya Sabha coming as a speaker of Lok Sabha. Never. We have to have a person of Lok Sabha itself to be as the speaker of Lok Sabha. Now, who conducts the election? Like the speaker which is there, we elect them after the new Lok Sabha is elected. So, who will be there presiding upon the election? It will be the pro tem speaker. That is the speaker who was there before. Like right now, if the elections are happening and the House of Lok Sabha is dissolved, the only person who will be holding the position of amongst everyone is the speaker. He'll be what? The pro tem speaker. He will be sitting there until and unless the next speaker comes. The first session, the first meeting, whenever happens, then and there the elections happen of choosing like who will be the person who will be the speaker, and we get the new speaker. To remove the speaker, a resolution has to be passed, and that can only be passed by whom? By that of Lok Sabha. Obviously, the speaker is of Lok Sabha. You cannot ask someone else to like say that we want to remove the speaker. It has to be the Lok Sabha members who have to say that we want to remove the person. And we are saying it today and tomorrow we are removing. No, it cannot be done that. A 14-day notice is given before the resolution is introduced. Like uh 2 weeks. 14 days would be 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks prior, we have to say that we want to remove this person as a speaker. So he will be like notified 14 days, and after that only there can be a voting to remove the speaker. And during this discussion, he cannot preside over being as to be removed or not. The session which will be there in which we'll be deciding the speaker should continue or not, there is a big discussion done on that, votings are done, and that cannot be done by the speaker. We have a deputy speaker always, and that person will be there presiding. Now, for the functions, we have seen the speaker, he'll be sitting, he or she will be sitting in the between, and they have the headset on. They'll be listening to everything. They'll be like asking the people to like cool down, speak properly, or uh, give the rules. While they're voting, the person will be like, we should start the voting, anything. Even the person, the speaker, has a power to say if the bill is a money bill or not. So we'll be seeing into everything in a detailed version. First presides over Lok Sabha. Of course, during the sessions which are there in Lok Sabha, the speaker will be presiding over them. Also, if there is a joint sitting of that of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then also the speaker of the Lok Sabha will have the power to preside, because the person of Lok Sabha has way more importance than that of the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha person is being chosen from that of the directly elected people. So the person has a higher power than that of the Speaker of Rajya Sabha. Maintains order and discipline. Now we have seen at times in the Lok Sabha, the people are fighting, they're quarreling with each other. So to stop that, the person who is responsible to stop them, the person is Speaker. And everyone gets a chance to speak. Like during a debate which is there, the speaker can decide who will speak. Like there are 50 people, out of them, our speaker will be like, yeah, ABC people, you are allowed to speak right now. After that, maybe XYZ person, you just come up and speak. So the speaker will have the decision who will be speaking. Interprets rules. Now, the rules and regulations which are there of the house to maintain the dignity of the house, those rules and regulations are maintained by whom? Our speaker. Casting vote. Now, there are at times we are voting. Okay, there are 100 people sitting over there. And after the voting, we see like 50 are saying yes and 50 are saying no. Now, who will decide? That one vote is done by whom? The speaker. The speaker will be saying that yes, it is, or yes, it is, or no, it is not. Okay, we have a lot of bills that come in Lok Sabha. And out of those bills, if it is a money bill or not, it will be the speaker's decision, and it is full and final. The only thing a speaker can do is yes to that bill, and then it will become a money bill. Now, the speaker also does what? Adjourns the house. The Lok Sabha, it can only be adjourned and prorogued by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha Secretariat, which is there, the head of it will be the Speaker. The Speaker is generally what? A person who is there sitting, is listening to everyone, is not giving their feedback. They have to maintain everything. Like the teacher in the class, if there's a debate or discussion happening, the teacher will be what? The teacher will be unbiased. The teacher will be sitting in the center and be listening to everything which is happening. They'll be assessing the situation, and then only the decision will be made. The same way, the speaker of the Lok Sabha has the same power. Quorum is what? It is a minimum number of members that should be present to have a discussion. Like in a class of 100 people, we need 1/10. Like 10 people are needed at least to have a discussion. So if we are seeing over here in Lok Sabha, the number of members, maximum members should be 550, out of which currently we have 543. So the quorum should be around 55 members. And for Rajya Sabha, the maximum number of members will be 250, and 1/10 of 250, because Rajya Sabha is what? It's our permanent house. So we'll be doing 1/10 of 250 and we'll get 25 members. So the number of members for both will be what? 1/10. For Lok Sabha, 1/10 of 550 is 55. And for Rajya Sabha, it's what? 1/10 of 250, 25. And if there is no quorum, it can be mentioned by any person sitting over there. It can be the Speaker of Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. They are sitting there and they see that there is no quorum, they can mention. If there are not the number of members needed, maybe the speaker or the chairman will be doing what? They'll be like verifying and they'll be calling upon people. And still, if there is not a quorum which is held upon, then the house is adjourned or suspended till the quorum is met. Now, the people are elected of Lok Sabha and they have to do a lot of work in the state or the place where they are elected in. They cannot always have a discussion with only each other. They have to do the work of the people also. But they also need to discuss with each other what is happening, what is not happening, or what can be done. So that is done under the three sessions: the budget, monsoon, and winter session. And the difference between the three we'll be discussing: the distance, like the budget session, monsoon session, winter session, the parliament have to meet within 6 months. The difference between the two can only be that of 6 months. It cannot be more than that. The first session would be a budget session, budget money. That will be between February to March. Monsoon, that is during the rain, and it will be during the July to August or September. Winter, which is there between November to December. The longest being the budget session and the shortest being the winter session. During the budget session, I guess you have seen in news Nirmala Sitharaman coming in with the documents covered with the red colored cloth, right? It is during what? The budget session. She'll be coming with the details and the documents under that red colored cloth. So just to remember, that is what the budget session, the February to May session. It is the longest session. It is during this time the union budget is present. Union budget is what? Like the taxes and everything which is collected. What, how much will be collected? How much tax will be implemented on what? Or how much salary will be given to which person? Like the salary difference, the hike which is there. All the discussions are done under the union budget. The finance, business, important bills, everything is discussed over here. It is the main one, it is the important one. They have to be there, they have to be discussing on it. The monsoon session is when during the monsoon begins, and this is when the legislative business are discussed. Like, you have discussed about the finance in the budget, you cannot always discuss on finance only. You have to discuss on other things which are very important. Those legislative business are done under the monsoon session. Like this much reservation will be given, that much reservation will be removed, or something related to those things, or even like changes which are done in our constitution, adding languages maybe. All these are discussed when? During the monsoon session. The important ones, but not that important ones, which are necessary to be discussed during the budget sessions, are done in the monsoon session. Now, in the winter session, it is the shortest. It is like whatever is pending, like during the budget and monsoon, whatever has not been done before the year ends, the financial year ends, we need to discuss upon them. So the winter session is held, and this is when like only the important bills are discussed. So to remember them chronologically, you can remember them as BMW, the budget session, monsoon session, and winter session. The budget being the summer one, monsoon, and then winter. Now I have a few questions over here. I have for MCQs, two short questions and also a long question. Now I want you to answer them like MCQ, each will be holding 1 mark. The short questions each will be holding 2 marks. And for the long, the total is of 10 marks. I have just like given 3 questions of 3, 4, and 3. So I want you to answer them all in the comments. Thank you for listening to me for so long time. And also, I hope you loved the session. I want you to be active. You want to understand something more, you felt something was not clear, just mention it in the comment and don't forget to like, subscribe. Always be happy and take care. Thank you.